Have you ever sat in a theater, the lights go down, and you just feel that buzz, that magic when the curtains open? It almost feels like it just appears out of thin air. But what if I told you that every great play is less about magic and more like solving a really complex, beautiful puzzle? Okay, let's get into it.
And this idea from the incredible Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, this is going to be our guide today. It just perfectly captures how every single person, every little step, is a crucial piece of that final picture.
So, before we start sorting through the pieces, let's be clear on what we're actually building. Play production is the whole shebang. It's the entire journey from just an idea on a page to a full-blown performance with people in the seats. And it is a massive team effort. You know every puzzle starts with the picture on the box, right? You gotta know what you're building before you can even start. And that's our first phase. It's all about the blueprint and the vision. Think of these as the four corner pieces of our puzzle. They are absolutely foundational. First, you need the story itself, the script. And second, you need someone's creative interpretation of that story, the director's vision. Without these two, you've got nothing to build on. So, the playwright, they're the architect here. They don't just write what people say, they build the entire world, the characters, the actions. Just think of the Nigerian Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka. A play like his, A Dance of the Forests, shows you how every single word, every pause, is so carefully placed to create this rich, deep meaning. That is the blueprint. Okay, so if the playwright is the architect, the director is the master builder. They take that blueprint and decide exactly how the final thing is going to look and feel. A perfect example is Bolanle Austin Peters, a powerhouse Nigerian director. She's known for shaping every single element from the acting style to the stage design to fit her unique creative vision for the story. So, we've got our corner pieces locked in. Now it's time to dump the rest of the puzzle on the table and start fitting things together. This is the really active phase, where the vision starts to become a physical reality. And the next two massive pieces are rehearsals and design. This is where the actors actually start to become their characters, and the world of the play gets physically built right before your eyes. You know, rehearsals are so much more than just people learning their lines. It's like a laboratory. It's a messy, beautiful process of discovery where actors experiment, they fail, they try again, all with the director as their guide. This is really where the characters start to breathe and the story finds its heartbeat. And at the very same time, the designers are building the actual world the audience is going to see. The sets, the costumes, the lighting, every element tells a story. Someone like Tunde Kalani, a master of Nigerian filmmaking and design, is celebrated for his ability to create these visually stunning and culturally rich worlds that just pull you right in. All right, the picture is almost complete. Most of the pieces are in place, but now comes the most critical phase. This is about fitting those last, tricky pieces together to make sure everything is absolutely seamless. This is the final countdown. And as you can see from this timeline, things start to speed up a lot. You go from integrating all the technology to doing a full-on practice run, and then boom, it's showtime. So what's the real difference here? Well, tech rehearsal is all about the machinery. It's for the crew. It's making sure the spotlight hits the right place at the exact right second. The dress rehearsal, though, that's for everyone. It's the final exam before the big test, a complete performance top to bottom, just without an audience. Everything has been planned, practiced, and polished. The machine is built and ready to go. But what happens when you finally let the people it was built for come and see it? Opening night. This is the moment the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle is added, the audience. Their energy, their laughter, their silence, it completes the picture. All that planning and practice comes down to this one shared live experience. So, we've seen the finished puzzle, right? But who are the puzzle masters? Let's take a quick look at the core creative team whose skills make it all possible. So this is your core team. From the director's grand vision to the designer who creates the world. Each role is so different, but they're all completely connected. And then you have the unsung hero, the stage manager. They're like the show's nervous system, sitting in the dark with a headset, whispering, like you go, at the exact right moment to make sure all that magic happens flawlessly. Okay, so this is all really cool, but why does it matter if you're not in the theater world? Well, because the process of solving this kind of puzzle teaches you some incredible skills that apply to, well, every part of life. First up, teamwork. For sure, in a play, if one person drops the ball, the whole performance can fall apart. You really learn to rely on other people and to be reliable yourself. And that's a lesson that pays off everywhere, whether it's a group project at school or just trying to organize a family vacation. Next up, discipline. An opening night is what you'd call a hard deadline. You can't just move it. Tickets are sold. That forces everyone involved to become masters of time management, making sure every single task gets done perfectly and right on schedule. And finally, creative problem solving. What happens when a prop breaks in the middle of a scene or an actor forgets a line? The show has to go on. Theater trains you to think on your feet and find creative solutions to unexpected problems, and that skill is just priceless in any job. So, we've come full circle. We've seen how the blueprint gets drawn, how all the pieces are crafted and put together, and how that final beautiful picture comes to life. It really just leaves us with one final thought. In any big project, every role is vital. The only question is, what piece would you be?